Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we'll continue our journeys through Minas Tirith. It seems we are ready to go up to the second circle. So I'm running around a little bit, but it's been a while since I came here. Since last I recorded, so I'm trying to remember where I left off. But well, it seems we're back on track now. So this would be now the ramp to access the second circle, and at this gate we're gonna find the guard, the sword gate, Thalgam.
The second circle is home to ale halls, barracks, armories, and the wielding yard.
Mithrandir's word is enough for me, Beriathan, and I will teach you the greater password for the sword gate. The password is Beacons of Gondor. Share it with no one. Beyond this gate lies the second circle of the city, known to the people of Gondor as the Soldier's Tier. This tier of the city is home to several ale halls and barracks catering to soldiers and the town guard, as well as a number of armories and the wielding yard. Go in peace and cause no trouble within the city. We have enough of that to spare if the scouts can be trusted. So, second circle. We'll continue our plague duty. Turin the Second, son of Torondir. I gotta say, the Kings of Gondor, Kings and Stewards, they all have really awesome names. We're gonna grab the Stable Master for the second circle. All of the Watchers. Okay. Let us move on. Oh yeah, I gotta keep an eye open for every single thing that we can use and activate in here. God, this can be confusing at times, but I love how full of these little details the city is. I think more than any other settlement in LOTRO, I think this is the one that better gives you the feeling of being in a city. A real city and not just a space crafted for the game. This truly, Minas Tirith feels more believable than any other place we've been in. Full of laws. Yeah. Workings of the White City. You did. And that is 1 out of 5. Well, gotta keep an eye open for that. Oh, another suspicious character in here. Cool.
We won't let our city fall.
Big mistake, friend. I advise you to walk away while you still can. You're going to regret finding me. Stop! Just take the goods. Yeah, and don't do that again, or I'll come and look for you. I'll find you. Runekeeper Trainer. Okay, here we have Dervorin, heir of Ringlow Vale. Oh.
See this city fall would be a tragedy.
Greeting. I am Dervorin from Ringlow Vale. What brings you to Minas Tirith on the eve of battle? You explain that you are an acquaintance of Mithrandir, and you tell Dervorin that you have recently passed through Ringlow Vale yourself. You have? You must tell me of your time in the Vale. Come meet me upon the wall and we shall talk some more. God, I don't remember the name of that guy in the Ringlow Vale, but you do remember it was Steward, and he was hopeless after his son has left. What was his name again? God, I don't know. Another question here.
The Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
Some restless soldiers are in need of a new opponent with whom they can sharpen their skills before the coming battle. I've heard your name whispered between citizens and soldiers alike, boasting of your prowess in battle and helpful demeanor. Will you aid us, Warden? Are you ready to aid the soldiers in their training? I always am. With a battle looming, the soldiers of Minas Tirith stand restless in the training ground. Perhaps you can help them use their nerves.
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith? Shame you couldn't see it in better days.
Beriathan, the threat of battle has been lingering for quite some time now, and the soldiers have grown restless from anticipation. A sparring session will do them some good. It will help them practice, but it may also relieve some of their nerves. If you think you can take them, head on down to the center of the room. This is who Harnion sent to spar with us? This shouldn't take long. Yeah, you are right on that regard. This is not gonna take long. Just stand still. I yield! I yield! Who comes next? Thanks for warming Beriathan up for me. Now let a real soldier do the job. A real soldier doesn't hunt their opponents. Just that. Shame. Think you can handle two of us? I wasn't ready. Come on, now you must be getting tired. No, I'm not tired. I could do this all day. Wow, you're strong. Now tell me about it. Alright, you have 10 seconds to prepare yourself, then we're coming at you. That's 10 seconds more than I need. You think you're ready for us? Keep posing. Yeah, come over here. Ah, that's going to stink tomorrow. Suppose I have more practicing to do. Now come back up here if you have strength left in your walk. In you to walk, that is. What do you take me for?
This is your first time in Minas Tirith.
Well, that's sure to humble them a bit. Well done. They'll certainly redouble their training after the showing of skill. With or without my orders. Well done, Beriathan. I think the soldiers deserve a bit of a rest now. Perfect. Now, who do... Oh, I know these guys.
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith?
Oh, what we have here. A warden, is it? Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. You see, my friend and I cannot come to an agreement. We have argued back and forth and then forth and back. And I will confess that in a heated moment, Tawadis here has even wagered good Gondorian gold if he should be proven wrong. Come now, you'll hear us out, won't you? Will I get a share?
When the time comes to fight, we'll be ready.
Do you see the pier up there? Or the ship's prow, as some call it? Well, a man told me that the winds raise up its face so fiercely you couldn't walk off of it if you tried. You'd be shoved back. It stands to reason, does it not?
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith? Shame you couldn't see it in better days.
What a load of fish guts. First off, the winds clearly run along the pier down from the tower and fall to the land below. Winds going up? Ha! Doesn't rain fall? Has anyone ever seen rain fly up the pier? No, my friends, the winds go down, not up. So say I, and you say otherwise. How shall we settle this? There's gold in your pockets, Tawadis. That should really be in mine. What do you say to this? Our warden friend here carries a chicken up to the pier's end and tosses it off. If it comes back, you've won. Down it goes, I've won. Tawadis nods in agreement and the two look at you expectantly. I'll save you the chore of carrying a hint straight from the first circle. There are some hints in the court of the Arnil up in the third circle. Go for one of those. Yeah, that truly doesn't make things any better. Carrying the chicken from The third circle up to the pier. Nothing. Okay, here we have Oryat, who was waiting for you, but he's not alone. Well, look here, boys. Yeah, you learned your lesson, it seems.
Our city fall.
Got a spine then after all, have we? I reckon there was a chance you might, so I made sure I had some friends at hand. Why should I chance a wound for the sorry likes of you? You'll crawl up with your tail between your legs, we'll see to that. Enough! Enough! Leave off, you devil! It hurts. Listen here, boy, you want protection while your champion walks by you, but if I catch you or any other child here in the second circle alone, it's more than a buck steer you'll have from me. And the Swan Knight Lossarnach standing nearby watching you. What do you make of it?
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
You showed bravery just now, both of you. Sometimes we rush into a fight that might be averted. Other times we do what must be done, even though the consequences of our acts bring us no good fortune. You must ask yourself which you have chosen. But regardless of what lesson you draw, you will live with the result. You have won yourself freedom in the first circle, but neither you nor any of the other children should venture up here anymore. Oryat will surely do you harm. I read that plainly in his eyes. Not venturing to the second circle? I suppose we dare not, lest Oryat find us. Oh, Beriathan, what have we done? Somehow I felt for sure that if only you bested Oryat, he would never trouble us anymore. We had better not stay. I shall go back to the Old Guesthouse now. I must think and talk with the other children. Will you meet me there? Bergil runs off, leaving you to follow him. Yeah, I will, but not yet. There are so many things to do. For the time being, here we have Dervorin.
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith? Shame you couldn't see it in better days.
I am to be the Lord of Bergil of Vale one day. I do not wish for that day to come, as my father, Bergil, is a good man. He may be weary in his old age, but my father still has a commanding spirit and a great judgment of character. Now, tell me of your time in the Vale. You tell Dervorin about your adventures with his brother Arvaethor, and Bergil's renewed spirits after the great darkness caused sadness and fear in all who dwelt in the Vale. Dervorin gazes at Mount Mindolluin. Okay. The mountain range stands tall and majestic over Old Anorian.
We can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
Mount Mindolluin is part of the same mountain range that looms over the Ringlow Vale. When I look at the mountainside, I often think of my home in Ethring. I am glad my father is leading the people again. I know how much he wanted to march to Minas Tirith. I have feared my living would sadden him since his age and health prevented him from leaving Ethring. It is good to hear that my brother and you have become friends. He will one day be a great warrior, and I am sure you help him immensely. I hope that I will be able to help Ethring by being here. Thank you for your news of Ethring and the Vale. Dervorin sticks to make his family proud. I'm sure you will. Don't you worry about it. So you see, we are getting the chance of meeting some people that we've heard about during our travels in West Gondor. So we were first told about Rosaran in Tadrent, in the Heavens of Belfalas, Dervorin in the Ringlow Vale in central Gondor. At some point we will meet Forlong. We heard about him during our times in Lossarnach. The Wind Riders Head Lake, another tavern. So yeah, I hadn't realized how many NPCs you meet that we heard of in other areas, but now that I have realized this, only makes me appreciate all of Gondor even more. Now, what do we have here at the end of the second circle? Because this is the end of the second circle, it seems. Citadel. Okay, well, this was another place we needed to discover, another flake. You best believe that Minas Tirith will hold, or you are no better than a servant of Mordor. Of course I believe it will hold. I will do everything in my power to ensure that. Garliff's still with me? Yeah. That's a good boy. It seems this is gonna be it for our time in the second circle. Well, we're already halfway through it. Even though we can technically explore the southern end of this level before we go up to the third one. And I would also like to get to a task board and get rid of some of the task items I need. You need a lot of reputation to get to max standing with the defenders of Minas Tirith, so better start early. Because not even if you do every single quest there is to do, will you get all the rep you need. There's some serious grinding behind it. So you better be prepared for something like that. No new quests on the second circle? That's kind of strange, but okay. Let us continue exploring to the south. Full of Watchers. Okay, already have that one. They've been training, I see. Okay, guest barracks. Another guest house. Now, there should also be a tavern around here. A tavern or two, really. That we'll get to visit during the epic. Sure, but I just want to explore everything I can on my way to the top. Echadon, the Splinter Shield, captain of the garrison. We're gonna discover the plague. Doesn't seem to be any quest inside this tavern. Captain's quarters. Berigon Belahest, son of Beren. Perfect. And another tavern, the Mumakan Keep. I've discovered the Mumakan Keep. Great. Okay. So. What does this mean then? What do we do? Do we go up and continue our quest? Or do we return to Bergil and see what else he would like us to do? I think I'm actually gonna go to Bergil. Because there is a hidden deed in Minas Tirith for which you need to complete 3 different quest lines, and Bergil and the children at the guest house is one of those. So I much rather focus on that. I think this is the first time I do something like it, because I usually just make my way to the last level and then I go, and then on my way down I advance any other quests that I still have not completed. Like going up and down constantly, but not like this. Not this kind of back and forth. It's the first time I do this. What fun we've had strolling about, Beriathan. I will not let that last grim turn spoil my enjoyment of the day, and I hope you won't either. Still, it will be hard not going to any upper circles. I owe it to the others to find some way out of this, or around it if I can.
Why, hello there.
Now that I think of it, there may be a way around the second circle, but... no, we must try, and with your help, Beriathan, maybe, just maybe, it can be done. You see, I have heard that within the city cisterns you may climb right up to the fourth circle, which is just where we wish to go. Only we'd never be allowed in through the clean waters. Not by ourselves, not whenever we pleased. There is a hidden entrance, though, by the right fellow wall, that is seldom used, and as it should happen, one of the keys for it was lost just last week. I know because I heard Master Carathan cursing out the lad who lost it. If it could be found, if you could find it, why then, we'd be one step closer to that secret passage, wouldn't we? Look for the key. And I think I remembered this one a little bit. I don't know if I can find that key. I mean, no, I can find that key. I don't know if I'm gonna find that key right now. Last key? Don't think so. It's never that easy. Check the location for the key. You see, never that easy. I think it's this one. Nope. You have the master right, Carathan. I already visited him. Laughing Halfling, lost key. Nope. It's over here. Found a key. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna hold on to that key for a little bit longer. You know what? Let us actually go to the third circle. Because I have a slight recollection of what's gonna happen next with this children quest line. And I don't want to do that just yet. Come underneath, and the ramp should be right after we exit this. No, not yet. Should be right after this arch. Up to the third circle we go.
Beyond this gate lies the third circle, the Craftsmen's tier.
I will teach you the greater password for the Silver Gate. The password is an Harnion. You will find it easy to remember, for he was the son of Elendil who ordered the construction of this city. At that time it was called Minas, the Tower of the Sun, though it has since been renamed Minas Tirith, the Tower of Guard. Beyond this gate lies the third circle of the city, the Craftsmen's tier. This tier of the city houses shops and smithies, as well as the clothier's market and fellow hall. Builders and merchants will find much to attend their needs on this tier of the city, as will any who seek the auctioneers at the House of Clamor. Interesting. That is Gilead? In the distance? Seems to be. So, Stable Master.
We won't let our city fall.
Might I have a word with you? Mirudil, the Warden of the Stores, has taken it upon himself to give tasks to some of the guards. While I do not agree with this shift in power, I can see we are all being asked to pull the weight of two men, and for good reason. While I am not readily scolded for neglecting some of my duties every now and again, I must try to do what is asked of me. I simply do not have the time to finish this task of Mirudil's though. Perhaps you would be able to lend me a hand? I have been spending much of the day tailing various supplies in the stores of the city, and there are but a couple left. Perhaps you would take count of sacks of grain in the middle stores? Speak with Rastion before you begin your task. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll gladly help a fellow Citadel guard. And now that I'm here, well, yeah, you don't need to do the labors of two different men. Yeah. We're taking my duties. Discover the Smith's Fellow Hall. Met Aglarang, Master Smith.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
I have been working in the forges every day since I was a young apprentice. I could not imagine a better life than shaping metal into useful objects. Yet, in all my days, have I not run into a shortage of metal. I've seen the siege towers loom in the distance. There must be plenty of metal in the camps on the other side of the Pelennor. If only I knew someone brave enough to venture out there. You're not volunteering, are you? Alright, okay, I will help you get the metal you need. Not yet though, as I'm not living in Minas Tirith yet. We have the Forges of Gideon. And I seem to remember there's supposed to be a quest inside the Forges? Not yet it seems, but there will be at some point. For the time being, let us continue exploring. The Hammer and Tongs, another tavern. Builder's Market. The Brick and Mortar, that's another tavern, right? Builder's Fellow Hall. A lot of things. Okay, what else? Here we have some gardens. Egelmod's Green. And here we have Stuart Dior, son of Barahir. And Stuart Egelmod, son of Egelrith. Yeah, nothing else to see here for the time being. Tyrion, I already have that one. So it seems to the south of this circle we go. House of Clamor. Great. Also Bryn Mirat. Now that we're here, let me take the chance to just...
What news do you bring, traveler?
Got a couple things inside my vault. Let me get this carving here with the rest of the stuff. That should have to do for the time being. Let us continue. Here's Market. And the Fellow Hall. That's great. I can enter here. Let me check that. This will most likely be the master of the hall? Yeah. Abdir.
Will we fall from the Pelennor, as we fell from Osgiliath?
Many of the good noble families living on the fourth circle left extra clothing for those in the city when they departed for Imelath Melui. There is much bedding and clothing that will need tending to over the days ahead, and the extra cloth will be vitally useful. I've collected much of the clothing donated by those who left the city, but there is still more to be collected. Do you have a moment to assist me in collecting the last of the clothing on the fourth circle? Yeah, sure. Heading there anyway, so... Let me just make sure there is nothing else we're missing inside this hall. Those bells always throw me off, always confuse me. I always think there's somebody sending me a private message. Even after all these years, I still do. Continue making our way to the south. Gotta keep an eye open. Here's the ramp for the fourth circle. Ah, the haven. Perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, it was only a matter of time before Minas Tirith. I mean, these things happen in Minas Tirith all the time. It's a shame, because this place is great. Now here we have the chicken, but I'm not gonna pick that chicken up yet. House of Rest. If we pick that chicken, we'll need to race to the Citadel. And I don't feel ready to do that just yet. What do we have in here? Suspicious character? Yeah.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
Oh, if you don't tell anyone I was here, I'll give you a take of the goods. What do you take me for? There weren't supposed to be any guards here. Maybe I'm just coming back home. Don't kill me, I'll stop. King Canardil, son of Earendil. Any other king or steward around here? Maybe not. Perhaps the Maris one. We're gonna enter that place in just a bit. Let me just finish exploring this end of the circle. Hostelers, Fellow Hole, and Bergil, Master Hosteler. That's great. Now we can enter the Maris one. Not looking forward to it, but there we go. So here we have Hirluin, Forlong, and Lord Neldir. Hirluin of the Pinnath Gelin, Forlong of Lossarnach, and Lord Neldir. Just Lord Neldir.
Come, my friends, come, come!
And there we were, stumbling down the darkened street. All that wine and what have you stuff under our coats. Now, what was it called, that wine? The name escapes me, and to think I drank so very much of it in those years. Ah, hold your tongue, Hirluin. I hear the dart of wit upon it before you ever moved your lips. Forgetting comes of drinking, you will say, and so that wine was its own undoing. I guess correctly, do I not? But let me think one moment, was it? Yes, Burns Blood it was named. Oh, I should like a taste of that wine now. You there, my good man? Since you are standing right at hand, be so good as to go ask old Imadan if he has got any.
If you're looking to help, there's plenty to do. As you can surely see, we're low on helping hands.
Baron's blood. Imadan lets out a low whistle. You might say the old stuff's a bit beneath lords such as they. But I know what they're at. It's what they drank when they were young men and went free about the city. I suppose recollecting old times can recollect old thirsts, eh? There's some over there among my stores. You may help yourself. Among your stores, okay, yeah. Don't let this fool you, this is not an easy quest. Not an easy quest line.
Greetings, friend.
Hirluin catches your arm as you come up. Give that wine here, friend. Should you place it before Forlong, we others might never have a taste. This is met with hearty laughter, not least by Forlong himself. Here, friends, a glass for you, Neldir, a glass for me, yes, and one for you, Forlong, old friend, to our days of youth. Yes, indeed, here, here.
You made it here safely, with the enemy all around.
And with what sip? A flood of memories. How we sat at this very table night upon night, our glasses full of Baron's blood and old Caldenbell cheese upon our plates. Warden, you have kindly furnished us with the wine. Can you find us the cheese as well? Do some old men a kindness. Oh. There we go. Gonna do you a kindness, alright, but this guy is our senior welcome. That's all I'm gonna say.
Our walls will protect us.
Old Caldenbell. Oh well, I don't know what to say, but that some things linger and some things fade away. I haven't had any of that cheese for a good many years. Though now that I think of it, you might try to back to the mill stores, just up the way. You'll find all kinds of things back there, you will. In the south part of the third circle, I didn't see them. Did you see the middle stores? I didn't. And it was not that far. God, how did I miss it? At least we're here now. The middle stores. There should be a plaque in here. There should totally be a plaque for the middle stores. Yeah. Here. Have discovered the middle stores plaque. Yeah, it's doing its thing once again.
Mordor will regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
You are more than welcome to tally the sacks of grain scattered throughout the middle stores. Before you set about on your errand, however, I must tell you that I think I've been hearing rats scuttling around. I have not seen any signs of them yet, though. If you find any while you're back there, please dispose of them. There are many footsteps laying about, and a rat infestation would surely ruin us.
We won't let our city fall.
What? Old Calimbel? I think we might well have some farther in. I'm not going back there. If you want some, you'll need to go yourself. There you go. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, come on, you were supposed to be dead. One shot at an all. Otherwise, that's not fun. You have more Old Calimbel? Yeah, the middle stores are not that big. Oh. You're not dead? Die. Thank you. Please tell me there are no more rats in here. Not that I... scared or... trying to avoid a fight, but... I mean, we already have everything we're looking for. Fighting rats at this point seems... a little redundant. Healthy, yeah, but redundant too.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
Oh my, you did find some rats. I am glad they had not yet devoured these precious rations. Now that I know of their presence, I shall make sure no more get into the stores. Speak with Linthanar in the first circle, right? No. The third circle, okay. Cool. However, right now we need to get back to Forlong. Forlong and his friends.
If you're looking to help, there's plenty to do. As you can surely see, we're low on helping hands.
Why? What have we here? It is a memory in the round, my friends. I thank you, good Warden. Hirluin, hand me that bread. Forlong, the knife. Let us put fond memory to our lips. The three solemnly partake of bread and cheese.
Our walls will protect us.
Is this truly the companion to our youthful wine? My eyes tell me so, but my tongue calls them liars.
Were those horns? Do the horns sound?
It is tart, or perhaps merely bitter, and yet mellow, or perhaps not so mellow as bland.
Come, my friends, come!
I will confess this is not how I remembered it. Ah, no, it's quite different.
Tonight, wine, food, and friends. Tomorrow, come what may.
Well, my dear friends, if we've learned something tonight, it is that in drink old friends stay true. In taste, they may differ. Let us wash away that unfortunate taste with another drink of Beren's blood.
Well, well.
But now we have our wine and our regrettable cheese. Finish your tale, Forlong. You had so many bottles of Beren's blood under your coats. And what then?
What say you, my friends?
Why, old Minas tour, the last master of the Berg, stumbled across us. It was blind luck, I'm very bad at that. He knew at once we were the ones who done it, and he set to chasing us, waving that iron cane he went about with at us most menacingly. In fact, he swung at my head and nearly took it off. To this day, there is a mark against the stone that he hit instead.
Were those horns? Do the horns sound?
Ah, now you go too far. I will not allow such a wanton claim to stand. Someone must be sent. You man, will you go out on the street and show this for a bracket sly? It was just north of the pier, Forlong, was it not? Against an alley column? Yes. Will you go and see? Okay. Trying to keep a positive attitude. Happy to help. But God, these guys will send you on so many errands. At some point you start thinking, why don't you stop drinking and go and do that yourself? Stop bothering me. But well, that's not to be yet. We're not at that point yet. Now, if the models and animations would load, yeah, that's so much better. Now, I do remember where that mark is. This is here on the third circle, fortunately, so we don't need to get too far, but still. Who is this guy? King Earnil Melethas, son of Citadel. No, we had not discovered this one. Few more steps to the north. Almost there. Already in the third circle. I can hardly believe it. I seem to remember this took a little bit longer. We still have plenty of quests to go about, but still. You can clearly make out the mark Forlong spoke of. Yeah, take a look here. The House of Clamor, that's where we needed to go. But now that we're here, we can also talk to Lintanar about the middle stores.
Won't let our city fall.
You have counted the grain in the middle stores? Thank you, Beriathan. I was able to count the shields in the armor stores. That now accounts for everything Midodil wanted tallied. Hopefully for my sake, he will not require anything else. I could use a rest. Well, I was able to help. Alright, so we still have plenty of things to do, but I think we're gonna left it at here for today's episode. Join me next time and we'll continue talking to Forlong and his friends and moving up towards the top of the city. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.